Guilliman found her walking the long gardens on the roof terraces behind the Praetorium. Tarasha Ewton, the Chamberlain Principal, as others knew her. Though to the Primarch, she was in all other purposes his mother. Her wisdom, her human insight, was an essential part of him, as much as the statecraft and physical courage of Conor, his long-dead adoptive father. He sat next to her, not wishing to loom over her with his bulk, but nearly folding his legs double on the low bench made him feel even more gigantic and ungainly next to her. "You are thinking about him," she said, sitting on a marble bench beside the hard-pruned remains of a bush. There had been no snow yet, but the garden was prepared for winter. She wore a heavy white coat, the collar and sleeves lined with dark fur. Her face was quite flushed by the chill, her hair neatly pushed behind a blue woolen cap. Her staff was propped against the arm of the bench. Guilliman took some time to gather his thoughts, searching for the words that would convey his nebulous and miasmic collection of hopes and fears about Imperium Secundus. In the end, it would all be rendered down to a simple statement, one that was almost impossible to voice. Ewton waited expectantly, though he detected a hint of impatience. "Do I need to say it?" she said, standing up. "No," Guilliman replied. He looked away and then back at her. "I do not think the lion is an ally." "I see." Ewton rubbed her nose and pulled out a pair of black gloves from the pocket of her coat. She spoke as she slipped them on. "You cannot trust him. He likes his secrets. He has lied to you more than once." "No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar." "But I thought that Primarchs remembered everything." "I take your point." "He's also a character of action," she continued, turning to take up her staff. With slow paces she approached, her expression stern. "He excels at adaptation, the emergent strategist. Oh, he plans well enough, but it is determination that sees him to his greatest success. A determination to overcome everything set against him, despite the odds or the price. Give me 6 hours to build a tower, and I will spend the first 4 measuring bricks." Guilliman smiled, but his humor quickly faded. "I have spent many hours building Imperium Secundus, but he will wreck it in the next 5 minutes. We have only just begun what we need to do here. Long on the theoretical, short on the practical." "Is it so bad?" Ewton asked, leaning heavily on the staff, her breath coming in quick wisps. "Let him be the warlord. Devote yourself to being the statesman we need you to be. You will stop him going too far. You are the new emperor. The lion respects you and looks up to Lord Sanguinius. The Lord Sanguinius is distracted." The moment he uttered the words, Guilliman regretted it. Although he confided much in her, his Chamberlain Principal, the visions that Sanguinius had disclosed were a matter for Primarchs alone. The business of the Triumvirate, and no others. "He has a lot to occupy him," she said. "Another reason you must concentrate on what you must do and not second-guess others. Lord Sanguinius rules the Imperium, but you must run it. Manage the lion as you would anything else. If he is of a mind to usurp me, and is my match in intellect, how can I stop him without resorting to force? Uton turns down the path, heading towards an ironwork arch in the hedge that surrounded them. She was almost out of sight when her reply drifted back to him. That is easy, my son. It is time to start measuring bricks.